Hi everyone, welcome to Vegetarianism, the noble way of living. Today we have some friends over and we're going to cook for them some delicious vegan tofu pastries and also a garden salad with eggplant and baby spinach. First of all, we'll introduce the ingredients to you. We have 2 sheets of puff pastry. We have 150 grams of firm tofu, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of corn flour, 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger, 1 tablespoon of sweet chili sauce. We also have 1 spring onion, 3 teaspoons of coriander, and half a teaspoon of orange zest. For the dipping sauce, we will also use 1 green onion, 1 short Lebanese cucumber. We have half a cup of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1 small red chili. For the salad, we have baby spinach and fresh garden salad. We have alfalfa sprouts, cherry tomatoes, and we also have avocado, and of course we'll also use 2 eggplants. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to marinate the tofu, because it's important that we refrigerate the tofu for 3 or 4 hours beforehand. So we'll do that first of all. What I'm going to do first is to just pat the tofu dry, just to get rid of some of that liquid in there. Would you be able to do the chopping for me?
Sure.
Great. There you go. So you can pick tofu up at any local supermarket. So we're going to dice the tofu into quite small pieces, about 1 centimetre thick, so they can fit nicely into the tofu pastries. What we're going to do then is to mix the tofu with the marinade in a bowl. We'll pop it into the refrigerator.
Okay,
that's
time to
great.
add some more cubes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Just pop that all into our bowl. Make it a nice decent sized bowl so you can mix it up nicely. And we're also going to dice our
Spring onions?
2 spring onions.
Yes.
And some coriander.
Yes.
If you can do that, I will get the marinade underway.
That'll be great, thank you.
Okay, so for the marinade we've got our corn flour. We'll throw it all in there with the tofu. Freshly chopped ginger. The ginger gives it a nice flavour that really stands out in the end dish. The soy sauce. And the sweet chili sauce. Okay, so this is just going to be all blended up in our bowl here. Just blend it nice and gently so you don't mash the tofu up too much. But if it does get mashed just a little, it's not too much of a problem at all. It's just going to be our filling for the pastries. And those flavours are going to really come out nicely. Okay. So we've got about 3 teaspoons of coriander here being chopped up. The coriander really mixes nicely with the sweet chili sauce and the soy sauce to bring out the flavours of the tofu.
Okay, I have chopped spring onion and coriander for you.
Thank you. Okay, so that just gets all mixed in there together. It's quite a nice mixture of oriental flavours mixed with the Western style of the pastries. We're also going to add the zest of half a teaspoon of orange, which I'll do for you now. It's quite simple if you've got a lemon or orange zester. That should be enough there. Just gather that together and mix that in with our mixture there. And that's all ready to go. So we'll just blend that up finally before we put it into the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, ideally 3 or 4 hours before we mix that into with the pastries. Okay, would you be able to put that in the refrigerator?
It's fine.
Thanks.
We'll be right back after this short message. You're watching Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living on Supreme Master Television.
So now we're going to prepare our eggplant for our eggplant salad. So as you can see, we've got 2 medium-sized eggplants here. What we're going to do is we're going to slice them up into thin slices, and we're going to mix them with a marinade before we put them into the oven for 20 minutes. So would you mind slicing the eggplant for us?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. So what we're doing is we're putting the eggplant into the oven and baking them for 20 minutes. Eggplant's a great ingredient to use in salads because they really absorb the flavours of the marinade that we're going to put in, such as the soy sauce and the olive oil, and it really makes a nice hearty ingredient for a salad. So you can use it as a winter salad as well as a nice summer salad. Eggplant's a great ingredient to use in any cooking because it really does absorb flavours.
Also, eggplant's high in vitamin C and vitamin K and vitamin B6, are very good for our health as well.
Okay, so it's a healthy ingredient, and it's just really flavoursome in many dishes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mix our marinade together. So we've got 4 tablespoons of soy sauce here, and 4 tablespoons of water, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a oven tray. We've also preheated the oven to 200 degrees on bake, and these will take about 20 minutes. So I'll just dip the eggplant slices into our marinade and just line them onto the tray. It's important to also marinate eggplant when you're baking it because it can dry up, so it's nice to give it a nice marinade to keep them moist. plenty of eggplant for a big garden salad for your friends or your family. Eggplant's one of my favourite vegetables to use in dishes. And it's also popular in Asian cooking as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. We like eggplants. We have lots of different methods of cooking eggplant.
Yes. Usually it's done in a cooked in a fry pan. But with a nice marinade it bakes really well as well.
So I will just spoon the remaining sauce on the top. Make sure the top also.
It's important to give them lots of liquid for the oven to stop it from drying out too much.
That's right. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright. So I've put the 2 trays of eggplant into the oven. I've set the timer for 20 minutes and we've put the temperature on at 200 degrees Celsius.
When we return tomorrow on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living, we'll continue with our 2 recipes. We'll learn how to make the vegan tofu pastry triangles and the complementing, slightly spicy, sweet and tangy dipping sauce. We'll take the marinated and grilled eggplant out of the oven and put together an abundant spring salad with eggplant, fresh spinach, greens and avocado. Please come back tomorrow for a visual sampling of our finished dishes. And now, coming up is Between Master and Disciples here on Supreme Master Television. We'll see you again soon.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.